Hey SongTown, I'm Clay Mills, and today I'm sharing with you some of my favorite techniques for packing the most punch into a single lyric line. As songwriters, our goal is to say more with fewer words while making our lyrics as powerful and musical as possible. So let's dive in and look at how we can take a lyric line and tweak it step by step to fill it with more meaning, emotion, and musicality. Let's start with a simple lyric. I drove 30 miles of fog to get where I was going. Now, this line tells us something, but it's not very compelling. It's just a basic statement. I drove through some fog. So, how do we make it better? Let's explore some key techniques that I've used over the years in my own writing. First up is alliteration. One way to make a lyric more musical is by adding alliteration, repeating consonant sounds. Let's tweak the line. Well, I drove 40 miles of fog to get where I was going. That for and fog work together, making the line roll a little more smoothly off the tongue. And this illustrates how little changes can make a bigger impact. Next up, number 2, we have urgency. Let's make the line feel more urgent. Instead of just getting where I was going, what if I had a deadline? Let's try that. I drove 40 miles of fog to get there by morning. That's better. Now we have a sense of time pressure. The listener starts to feel the drive, the need to get there. Okay, number 3, the hero's journey. I've found that every great song has an emotional journey. One way to build that is by increasing the challenge in the story. So let's up the stakes. I drove 400 miles of fog to get where I was going. So instead of just 40 miles, now it's 400. It's a much bigger obstacle, and it feels more like a struggle. 400 miles in hard to see conditions. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Okay, number 4 is believability. Now, while 400 miles of fog sounds dramatic, is it realistic? Maybe not. I've never driven through 400 straight miles of fog. And so I think if we tweak the line, it'll make it more authentic. Let's check it out. Drove 400 miles of rain to get there by morning. Okay, a long drive through rain is much more believable than 400 miles of fog. And believability, to me, is going to always be more important than alliteration. So if we had to lose a little alliteration to make it more believable, that's cool. Believability is the foundation we build everything else on. Number 5 is make it personal. Let's make the lyric hit harder emotionally by personalizing it. Instead of just getting there, what if I'm going to see someone? I drove 400 miles of rain to get to you by morning. Let's see how that would sound. Drove 400 miles of rain to get to you by morning. Much better. By adding to you, we now have a person in the story. It makes the line more relatable and emotional. And now it's about love, longing, and reunion. It has the added benefit also of some listeners feeling like maybe you're singing to them. Now that's connection. Technique number 6, inner rhymes. To make the lyric even more musical, let's add an inner rhyme. Words within the line that rhyme subtly with each other. Watch this. I drove 500 miles of rain to get where I was going. So you got that 500 miles, 5 and miles, pulling in the inner rhyme. It makes it more musical and gives a little ear candy for the listener. Now, we could take this even a step further and finish out the line by adding another ooh sound at the end of the line. So now we're going to add 5 and miles, and we're going to add the word through to complete our whole line. I Drove 500 miles of rain to get through to you by morning. To get through to you by morning. So through to you, 500 miles. Okay, so by adding all the inner rhymes, we now have more ear candy. It makes the song more memorable. It makes it hookier for the listener. It pulls them in. And we've got a completed line now. So let's recap what we did to transform the original lyric into something stronger and more musical. First was alliteration, repeating sounds to make the lyrics flow. Number 2, urgency, creating a time-sensitive moment. Number 3, hero's journey. We added an obstacle to the story, a greater challenge. Believability, making sure the line feels real. Number 5, make it personal, connecting the lyric to a person or feeling by adding you. And then last but not least, inner rhymes, subtle rhyming within the line to enhance the melody. I tried to do that on every line I can. Okay, now it's your turn. Take a look at one of your lyrics and find a weak line. Try to apply these techniques and see how much more powerful and musical you can make it. And remember, believability is always key. If a line sounds forced, don't use it. The best lyrics feel natural and emotional. I'll drop a PDF checklist below that you can download. Until next time, right on. Hey, thanks for watching. If you appreciate the content, hit the subscribe button and help us grow. Shout out to Sweetwater Music. It's where Marty and I get all our musical gear. Great people. We'll see you guys around town. Right on.